This is, I mean, come on, people. Really? This is, wow. Look at this trash back here. Oh my God. Look at this mess. Why don't they clean this up? Hello, America. Dispatching all the way from the island of Puerto Rico. What I saw over there is just completely disgusting. That beach, Pinellas Beach, trash everywhere. But that's the reality of living here in Puerto Rico. That's just how it is. Now, we're gonna show all the nice beaches too. Don't get mad at me, Puerto Rico. But I gotta start off with something like that to get your attention, right? Because if I showed you a beautiful beach, you'd be like, that's boring. You can get that anywhere. You're gonna get the reality of Puerto Rico and all the beaches in Puerto Rico beaches right now. Here we go. The beaches of Puerto Rico. Do, 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 ding. This is just absolutely crazy. There are cars. Oh my God. The cars go back probably 100 cars trying to get one spot that we just left. I don't know what they're gonna do. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Oh my God, these cars. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Puerto Rico's beaches. Now this is not going to be a video about the best beaches to go to. You can get that somewhere else on YouTube. Instead, this is going to be a travelogue of the different beaches we went to when we were here. We went to a lot of them in 17 days. Some were great, and most were okay. There's a lot of drama. I'll show you all that. We tried to hit the popular spots that everybody talks about, but we got off the main roads to find secluded as well. And you can use this as a guide for where you can go when you come, but it's also just a look at what life is like here in Puerto Rico too. And we're going to begin in the San Juan area. I'm going to break all these beaches up into regions. Okay, so this is the famous Condado beach with all the rich people and all the new condos, and this is part of the reason that people in Puerto Rico are upset about all the rich people moving here and buying up condos and taking advantage of tax laws. Of course, in the San Juan area, you're going to get a lot more people around. The most crowded beaches in Puerto Rico are on the north end, where like 85% of the people live. This Miami Beach, South Beach of Puerto Rico. I guess A1A, Beachfront Avenue. And look at this. This is our first view of a beach. Now, Kim, can you look down here for a second? Because we thought we were going to Condado Beach, and we cannot go to Condado Beach right from right here. Okay, this this is pretty funny. So everybody told me Condado Beach is one of the local beaches here. It's not too far from the airport. I mean, we're pretty much in close to downtown San Juan. And everybody's like, Condado's packed. The public beaches that are near downtown, and there's nobody here. It's Friday afternoon and there's nobody here. And cut. Oh look, there's a chicken at the beach. Well, if that ain't Caribbean-y. People hanging out outside the cantina. You've got the oyster shack. All right, Puerto Rico. But it's super cool at Condado Beach. Again, it's very clean. It's just nice. This is not what I expected at all. The reputation is not this. This is not bad at all. In fact, it is nice. This is great. This is the beautiful beach behind the hotel. I'm pretty sure that anybody can be out there, but you don't get a beach chair and an umbrella unless you're staying here. I don't know. But there you go. This feels like vacation, doesn't it? Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness, Condado Beach. There it is. Okay. The security guard at the hotel up here told me that once I left and stepped onto the beach, I would not be allowed back in the hotel and I'd have to walk all the way around it, but it's worth it to show you what Puerto Rico says is a beautiful public beach, and it is. Just there you go. This is Isla Verde, a less fancy, less crowded beach area here. Here is Isla Verde. This is another popular beach here. It's over by the airport. There's restaurants and shopping and all kinds of things to do here. Oh my gosh, this is wonderful. Isla Verde Beach. Long stretches of golden sand and crystal clear turquoise water. AI wrote that. Okay, those beaches kind of sucked. What the hell? Then we got away from the crowded San Juan beaches and I got super local, right past the airport, and it really opens up. This is the beginning of Pinones Beach. Okay, so this is wild. We were just driving. We're on our way to Pinones Beach and came across this stretch of beach here that's jumping. It's Friday. Everyone's got their music going. You can buy anything from beer to pina coladas to snacks, and it's kind of a fun little area here that we accidentally stumbled into over here. On our way to a very secluded stretch of sand, and we came across this, which is not secluded. It's very loud, but it's really cool. It feels very Caribbean here, and I'm having to yell because the music is loud. All right. Oh, look at this. These people are just hanging out. All right, Puerto Rico. Look at this. Oh my gosh. And I kept hearing that Puerto Rico beaches were dirty. And I don't know where that came from. The internet, I tell you, has been very rough. If you dig deep enough to find out what Puerto Rico beaches are like, what's Puerto Rico like, there's no perspective on what shady and dirty really is. You know, oh, look at this guy's playing. Hey! What are you doing here?
Es Guiro from Puerto Rico, ¿viste?
All right.
The second national intro on this island.
All right. This guy's playing this.
It's plena. The name of this music is plena.
Gracias. Oh, not yet. I'll be back though. Yeah. We want to see the real rural part. Do yourself a favor. When you come here, go all the way down to the end of Pinones Beach, because it looks like this. We found our spot. We're going to sit right under that palm tree and enjoy the beach. Oh, Kim, high five on the driving and everything else. There really isn't a lot of entertainment up here at the end of the Strand, so most tourists don't even come up here. And look at that, everyone. Now that's what you think of when you think of Caribbean, huh? And hopefully they don't hit our car. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? They're terrible drivers, I tell you. People have been building these huts. I don't know for how long, probably thousands of years. But today, I'm looking at some huts here. Here's another hut. Over here, this is impressive. Now, I don't know if this is like a homeless thing or what. It's super windy. Oh my God, it's super windy. That is just I mean, can you imagine if you lived right here? That is a good spot right there. What a wonderful life. Gilligan's Island and everything. This is the biggest hut that I've found on this beach. I'm pretty sure it's probably a refuge for homeless people. Or just casual, wanna be on the beachers. Fortified with what looks to be a oven door or a car door. Anybody home? Into their little private little cottage. Someone's definitely been sleeping in here. But there's your front porch, rocking chair. I'd get in there, but you're not paying me enough to do that, so I'm not. Okay, and we always do a beach analysis of the sand. And oh, there's a vape pen in the sand. This beach is just totally filthy. Kim and I were saying that this is probably the finest goldenest sand we've ever seen. The color of the sand is very, well, golden. It's not sticky, it's very thin, very loose, very soft. Soft golden sand here at Pinones Beach in Puerto Rico on a Friday right before sunset. Wave! Seemed wonderful, but lurking nearby is the true reality of Puerto Rico beaches. Come on, let's go look. There's some trash here, some bottles, lots of debris here. Yeah, lots of trash here. Trash. Okay. Kioscos. It's where they have just little roadside stands where they cook and you can get beer and stuff. And then I took a little walk down here earlier. And this is about as beachfront as you can get here in Puerto Rico. And it is just fascinating that this is how it is here. Just a simple life. I'm sure that this stuff is worth a ton of dough because you are 50 feet from the shore, and this is your front yard, this is your driveway, this is your main drag, and it goes on like this all the way down here for I think a quarter mile. And it goes back like this for quite a bit back here. Oh, here comes a car. Uh-oh. Oh no. Hold on, it's a one-way road. Oh God. Oh my God, he almost hit me. Whoa, hey. Jesus. All right. I don't think he saw me. He kind of stopped and then all of a sudden hit the gas, and here we go. We're at the Grand Prix. I don't know where he lives. I don't know if he lives back here, but this is just an example of the rustic Puerto Rico lifestyle. You would not see this at the mainland, I doubt, where you've got like these kind of beat up houses very close to the beach. This would be much more valuable real estate, where you then have just trash everywhere. This would definitely be purchased and there'd be giant homes on a beautiful beach, but sadly, this is what you have here. But there's an opportunity. All right, I found the trash beaches. People are right. This is really bad. It's almost like they kind of chucked it off of the main beach over here and just kind of threw it out of sight behind the tree line. This guy's turning around. I think I chased him off. But you got all kinds of debris back here. Washing machine parts. Just absolutely trashed back here. Parts of fans. This is a shame. Minnesota Twins hat. And then you step out into the beautiful Caribbean. Out here. Right behind the tree lines, disgusting mess. And then pop out to this. I did my research, so straight out there would be New York City. Straight across, and then that way, off on the horizon, straight out is North Carolina. My house is out there somewhere. Hey, neighbors. You can't even get to the beach now. Oh, you have to get searched if you want to get to the beach. So this is the point that I'm trying to make. Hey.
Hello.
Good. We just want to go to the beach. Is that okay?
This is private property, though.
Right.
I want to ask you to turn around. I'll show you when.
Okay.
So this is a private beach?
No, ma'am. The beach is public. All beaches are public.
Okay, well then we
Then
want to
why
go to
can't
the
we go in
Why
here?
can't we go to the beach? Private property, but the beach is public.
You can go to another entrance.
Drama. Okay, so I showed some of this in another video. We tried to get to the good part of Dorado Beach, but the rich people have blocked the way now, and they'll search your car if you insist on going there. So we turned around, and I'm going to show you what the regular beach at Dorado looks like now. And it sucks. So this is where they send you now. So this is the public crappy beach now, people call it. Look at all the regular people having to go to the crappy beach. Don't even think about going to the nice beach. You can stay down there with your chickens and your trash. Oh my God, it's Bad Bunny. We just saw Bad Bunny. They say Puerto Rico has some of the best beaches in the world. I say, they're all different. Depends on what side of the island you're on. One side is on the Caribbean and one side's on the Atlantic. We didn't spend too much time on the Atlantic side because the beaches are better over here on the West Coast, near Rincon. People told me, Nick, you need to go to Rincon. It's more chill. It's less crowded over there. A buddy of mine told me that the Rincon area is where all the spoiled rich kids come and spend all their parents' money. And the locals are like, quit coming here and trying to turn this into a Hawaii. You wealthy people are changing everything, damn it. Drama everywhere. Right now we are going to Aguadilla, to Crash Boat Beach. And behind me is Fantasia. Crash Boat Beach is supposed to be the second best beach in Puerto Rico. We'll find out. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. Or 8 o'clock in the morning. We're trying to get there by 8 because it's Sunday and it's supposed to be really packed, and we're going to find out what the hype's all about. It's beautiful right now, as you can see, but they're predicting maybe some cloudy whatever, so that seems to be the case every single day. Right around 11 o'clock, it starts to get cloudy on the western side of this island. This is the most famous beach in Puerto Rico. Crash Boat Beach in Aguadilla. They call this the party beach. I'll show you why in a minute. Here's what it looks like when you get here early, when you get an actual parking spot on a Sunday. Okay, the dirty, smelly Crash Boat Beach. This is not a slice of paradise, but it is very lively. So over here on the right is very nice. It's a very pretty beach. You can see it's more of a big sand beach than like a quiet little beach. On this side, not as much sand. If you came down here at 5 in the morning, I guess it would be nice and quiet. And this is the side you have to pay $9 to park on. Parking's just about to fill up right now. Everyone's kind of scrambling to get here. It was 8 when we got here. We could have got here at 7 and probably felt good about it. There you go. Pinchos on the beach are a must. These little kioscos sell them everywhere, and they are good. It's meat on a stick, chicken, beef, shark even. I don't think I want to know where they get the chickens, though. Puerto Rico fashion. And I had no idea I would meet that guy an hour later.
Number 15.
That guy has a North Carolina jersey on. This beach gets packed. It's 11:30 and there goes our beach view, which is fine, and they are just thick. Everyone's cooking, grilling. They're still showing up. It's gonna be a very packed Sunday on the beach. Crowds inching closer and closer to us. This guy does not want to get any sun on his face. It is a scene here. My gosh. Everyone's in the water. Oh my God. I haven't been over here in a while. It is packed. Sunday. Beautiful day. Probably won't last long on this west side of the island. Never does. Oh, and this is where everybody jumps off. I am not doing that. I don't even like being out here like this. But there you go. This is where everybody, famous crash boat beach jumping thing. Oh my goodness. The end. Oh my God, it's like 100 degrees. I am gonna take a break from the beach. Not that you really care, but I'm gonna show you the world famous Coca Loba bar. It's world famous. And there's nobody here but me. Of course, there's trash all over this beach, just like the rest of them. A lot of people wear this hoodie top and bottom thing. It keeps the sun off for sure, but it is super hot. I mean, it looks super hot. It probably isn't.
That used to be an old military base. And so this crash boat was an extension of the military facilities that were put out throughout the west coast of the island. And so this here at some point, right where we're standing, this had water. All of this was water, was not sand.
Yeah.
Even way back there with the pinchos or the pincheros,
Yeah.
the businesses,
Yeah.
that all was underwater at some point. And then if you look at right over here behind you, this is where the boats used to be docked, right? And those boats, they had a job of going out there into the ocean and retrieving wreckage. And that's where the nickname came from, crash boat.
All right.
They nicknamed those boats crash boats, and then fast forward from there, many years later, when the beach became recreational and the army and the military did away with it, they kept the name crash boat.
How would you describe the vibe here versus other beaches on the in Puerto Rico?
If you're into like the party vibes, if you don't mind a little noise and things like that, this is the beach for you. Otherwise, yeah, if you're looking for solitude, if you're more of a introvert type of person, maybe not so much.
Yeah, man. Give me a quick take on Puerto Rico. How do Puerto Ricans feel about America, USA, back in the States?
It's a 50-50 kind of thing, you know. Some people are for becoming a state in the future. Others not so much. Others are set in their ways. They kind of like the way it is. And then, of course, the fear of the unknown of what might happen, what changes might come with those things. So it's 50-50. You got a bunch of people that like the idea of becoming a state one day, and a bunch of others that not so much. They'd rather keep it the way it is.
How do you feel about it?
I like it the way it is. And I'm a New Yorker. I was raised in New York City, but I kind of like it the way it is.
Oh my God, look at all the people when we first got here. I mean, there's not a lot of space to be had here on the beach. It is all the way. It's filling up fast. It's hot. It's like 95-ish on a Sunday. I'm putting the drone up one more time to get some perspective on just how packed it is. I mean, everyone's hanging out, having a good time and stuff. The Puerto Rico beach, everybody's in a good mood. There's no attitude. They're just happy people. Alright, we are out. It is a scene here. There is no room in the ocean. I mean, who's in charge here? There's people just pulling up and parking their boats, holding on to them. Some of them are anchored. Jet skis floating around. Everybody's drinking. These people in the yellow boat are holding on to the boat with their hands. Somebody was holding it. I don't even know. This is just a scene. I don't think I've ever seen anything. Well, I have, but not in a long, long time. And it was a major holiday. Puerto Rico on a Sunday in the summer. There you go. Okay. This beach is not tranquil, and it is not exotic at all, pal. And we're not even anywhere near the beach, and people are still trying to figure crap out, and that line is going to take hours. I don't even know if they're even going to, I mean,
why?
One in, one out.
Even turn around.
I don't know.
Not only that, but like, how do you, people who live like on that road?
It wasn't until we left that we realized just how many people were here. This was just unbelievable. And they're still all the way down. That's why we got up early and got a spot, right? Oh, look at the cars go all the way up. I've never seen this before.
We were wondering where they all parked because we were like, there's no way that all these people.
Yeah, this is a scene.
Oh my gosh.
So if you want to go to the famous Crash Boat Beach, you got to get there before 8, or this is what you're going to deal with.
They're all parked, yeah. Like, where does it, like,
I'm trying to get to the end, but I don't even know if I even want to even keep.
No, you have to.
If we go over the hill and oh my God! Oh, we found the end. One of the ends.
Side.
Okay, it's about 7:30 in the morning and we're on our way to Steps Beach in Rincon. We're hoping we get a parking spot because it's Friday and there's not a lot of places to park, and it's one of the best beaches in the United States. You keep forgetting you're in the United States. And we'll be there in about 1 minute. We'll find out.
You think?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what it says. I think this is where we're supposed to go left. I don't know. Yeah. Ooh, I think we got a parking spot.
Donkey.
And there's a donkey.
Holy crap.
Oh, we got parking.
This is the only parking?
This is the only parking in the whole beach, and we got here early, and there's room for like 4 cars. See what happens when you get up early. Let me run down and just make sure
The
we're at the
early
right
bird
place.
gets
This is
worm.
like too good to be true. All right, you holding on? All right. All right, let's go make sure that we are where we're supposed to be. Because, I mean, people are showing up, right? Everyone's trying to get here. Oh my gosh, Steps Beach, the famous, world famous Steps Beach. Okay, we are at Steps Beach. They call it Steps Beach because there's some old concrete steps right there. It's one of the most beautiful beaches in all of Puerto Rico. There's fish and manta rays and all kinds of cool marine life out there. I got the drone up. You can see, you can look down. That's right out here. It's the most beautiful clear water. We got lucky because there's not a lot of places to park here. We got up early. We got our spot here in Steps Beach here in Puerto Rico. Kim, you want to come up here a little bit and show everybody the reefs? Kim's going to come up here and we're going to show you the beautiful reefs. Reefs. Look at that beautiful water. So this is what it looks like here. It's just, you know, very tropical, very private. This is one of the best beaches in Puerto Rico. This is the best beach, the most secluded, cleanest. This is what the Caribbean's all about when you picture that. They say that Steps Beach has great snorkeling, turtles, manta rays. And I can say that is true. Kim saw a turtle, lucky, but she didn't get it on GoPro, damn it. But even like 1 foot off the shore, the fish quality and quantity, it's up there with some parts of Hawaii, actually.
This is Canada! Canada!
It gets cloudy a lot here. I did some research because I was like, how come it always tends to build in the clouds? And so, especially on the west side, it's been pretty cloudy. You get to the beach about 8. You got about 2 or 3 hours, but by 11 it starts to get cloudy. And then there's like a 1 out of 3 chance you'll have a sunny day, and a 2 out of 3 chance it's going to be cloudy until about 4. Puerto Rico is one of the cloudiest islands in the Caribbean, I learned. And off in the distance, way out there to the west, is the Dominican Republic, where people come over on boats and rafts to try to get here and flee their country. You could probably do it in 6 hours on a decent boat. They're not very happy over there. That's because they have to share a border with Haiti. Nobody wants to do that. Maybe we'll see a little raft of Dominicans pull up right here. That would be some good content, wouldn't it? There's a guy letting his dog take a shit right behind our setup here. And he didn't even clean it up. What the hell? Okay, so I'm just walking along the beach here. I think it's gonna rain. They're calling for like major thunderstorms here. So I don't know how much longer we're gonna be able to be here. And a homeless camp. First tent I've seen on this island. Someone's got a barbecue back here. It's great that you don't really see a lot of this, but there you go. Someone's living the life, huh? Must be nice. So we went up the coast to try to avoid the rain, and it did not happen. So we're at Domes Beach. They call it Domes Beach because that's a decommissioned nuclear reactor from the 1960s. They don't do anything with it anymore. It was one of the first nuclear reactors in Latin America, believe it or not. So this is a big surf spot here. And we did not go down there to park because not only do people not know how to drive, but they are terrible in conditions like this where they just hog the road and all that stuff. So let me take a second and show you. This is beautiful, even though the weather is bad. It's still really pretty. This is kind of a hippie area. Nothing against hippies. And that is not a good day on the water, I'm sorry to say. Those are not big waves. And do your thing. Famous. I'm sure there's good snorkeling and all that other stuff out here. But not today, not in the rain. But I promised I would show it. Domes Beach. Cut. Again, it's raining again. It's probably going to be raining for the rest of the afternoon. But that's what it's like in the tropics in the Caribbean. We're going to try one more beach. Here's another beach. It's called Don Antonio Playa. And you can imagine, look at that, people. I didn't even know this beach was here. We were just trying to get to another beach down the street, but they all look the same. Palm trees. Oh my God, that's really cool. So we're at the very tip of Rincon now. Anything past this is considered like Aguadilla, headed back towards San Juan. I like this beach a lot, actually. Look at that. Imagine what it would look like if the sun was out. Look at that, everyone. Cabo Rojo at not even 8 in the morning. We had learned up to that point, you got to get to the Puerto Rico beaches early to get a spot, likely under a palm tree. And look at that. Hardly anyone here yet. This is in Boquerón at Tanga Beach. This is what it looks like when you have the beach to your sort of self early in the morning on this island. It was a great spot. Okay, this is Boquerón, and okay, now this is what I'm talking about, Puerto Rico. It's a lot cleaner so far, but it's early in the morning. But like, look at that water and the sand and the peacefulness. A minus. The water is super clear. There's sand that goes all the way out. You could, not a wave in sight. On a beautiful Thursday morning, my God. We got lucky. And we got a good spot right here. This is what you got to do. Get here early. Get yourself some shade under a palm tree. Now this is the way to do a beach in Puerto Rico. It's quiet, serene, clean. And of course you have a pack of wild dogs at the beach. There's perros everywhere. Hey, perro. And there's your bathrooms. Okay, here we are in the world famous Ponce's beach, Maria Playita, which means Maria's little beach, and it is a little beach, broadcasting to you from the southern point of Puerto Rico, which is not well known for its beaches. It's a beach. It can't all be wonderful. So I'm going to kind of look around here a little bit. It's pretty sorry. It's so bad it actually made for good content. I'll show you more on this beach in another dispatch. You wouldn't think you're going to one of the best beaches on this whole part of the island, but in 1 mile it is. You got to drive through all the dead vegetation and whatever this is. Jungle, dead jungle, dry jungle. But we did spend some time on the famous Playa Santa a big popular beach near Guanica. We also got here early, and we realized that was a pretty good idea because it got crowded fast. I should do it right now. There's always a rooster somewhere. At Playa Santa, which has this awesome place here where you can hang out next to the beach and enjoy everything. One thing that I've noticed at the Puerto Rico beaches, there's no seagulls. There's no beach birds. There's some birds chirping behind me that are just birds, but they don't have any real wildlife. Birds, there's some crabs, but no pelicans, no seagulls. There's Kim. Everybody's drinking on the beach. You can drink and nobody cares. Just do whatever you want to do. Rum, medallas. People are out there in the water, they don't care. I don't know if it's just this beach. So good for you, Puerto Rico, on that one. Packed. It's about 1:30. Everybody's getting a drink and coming. We're still the only gringos here.
I just couldn't do it. Too many Mexicans.
Okay, Karen, that's probably the most ignorant thing you've ever said.
Go back to Mexico if you want to go to the beach.
They aren't even Mexicans. They're from Puerto Rico. They're from here.
Well, then I don't want to go to Puerto Rico then.
Okay, well then you're not invited anymore anyways, lady.
Bueno.
Look at that water. Oh, is that from the algae bloom? Oh my god. Nasty. Oh, the smell is overwhelming. We spent some time on the far northern beaches of PR. Down below is Seven Seas Beach. The water looks very lovely from up here, doesn't it? Como se? It's very popular here for locals. Great snorkeling, beautiful water. I'm going to put the drone up to get the perspective on the color of the water, but I can tell from here it's really pretty. This is a little cove here on the north end that everybody said that I had to see. And it's quite lovely. It's Thursday afternoon at about 2:30 and looks like I can see there's gonna be great snorkeling down there. I'd give the sand quality a C- and the watercolor an A. A lot of people say Luquillo Beach is trashy, and there is trash everywhere out here. I think it's because all the food vendors are back here, and so people come out here and eat, and the Puerto Ricans are very, it's like they trash their public places, but they keep their homes tidy. It's really weird. It's very selfish of them, but they just throw their trash everywhere. They don't care. We saw so many people just walk away from their trash, and it stinks. This is kind of a very smelly, trashy area with just crap everywhere. Oh my God, there's like homeless people over here. Shopping carts and just not the most pleasant looking beach when you actually get back here and you see all the, how they've kind of stinks really bad. So, oh my God, it's disgusting, the smell from the trash. So you pull up and you park, and this is what you have to deal with here at this beach. And all the trash that's kind of all over this parking lot. That Puerto Ricans, I tell you, they're wonderful people until they aren't. And then here's Luquillo Beach. Oh, okay, this kind of has like a California, Southern California vibe a little bit. It's got the big white sandy entry point here and the beautiful water. This actually reminds me of like Orange County a little bit. Especially because there's Mexican music playing, or whatever that is. All right, so I'm gonna fly the drone up here so you can see what it's like here at Luquillo Beach. Not my favorite beach at all. At all. Except for the food availability of like getting food and drinks and stuff, but besides that, I don't know why you would even come here unless you just happen to live in the area. I don't think this is a destination that tourists would really be into. So we did make it over to Vieques. That's this wonderful island off the coast of Puerto Rico. There's 2 such islands. The other one's called Culebra. Well, we didn't go there. I'm going to put all the Vieques beaches in another video because I am. But we saw the black beach, the blue beach, all the other colored beaches. I kind of think my favorite beach I've ever been to in my life might be Sun Bay Beach. Look for that video later in the series too. Final night was a so-so sunset in Rincon. I'm sure there's better sunsets here, but the clouds here really do make it hard sometimes. I like Puerto Rico's beaches. I don't think I ever really need to come back again, though. So like as a visitor, you have certain expectations on what a Caribbean beach should be. Outside of Vieques, most of them, too many people, too much trash, too much drama. But the water's warm and it is pretty. If you live here, it's great. Family, friends, drinks. What else do you need? Those people were having a blast. On our final beach night, we sat out there and we watched those 2 for a while. And I thought, no, that's what it's all about, right there.